My name is Courtney Lachase. My last name is not my blood, and my first name derives from an apartment my mother was staying in. I'm a bit eccentric, schizoid, a recovered alcoholic, and a brain aneurysm survivor. But I'm here by the grace of God. Might as well make the most of it like a cat and straight chill every chance I get. Don't get me wrong, I used to have a lot of energy, a lot of potential too. But in springtime on a dark night, everything would change forever. But seriously, nonfiction shit right here. So my boyfriend didn't want to go out, and I decided to take my bicycle after dark to the bus stop, go downtown, and watch some live bands. On the way to my destination, I make a couple of rests for tall boys before continuing my journey on this semi-busy FM road in Houston. With my last beer in hand, I go to a neighborhood and drink by someone's ditch. A lady from the house comes and talks with me. I decide to go home. A couple blocks back, I'm in a hit and run. This 21-year-old dude with a middle name DeJoanna knocks me into the gravel. I don't remember any of it. Didn't have a great recovery. But Life Flight sent me a thoughtful card months later. Recovery has its good and bad sides. I was depressed and lonely. I was given a sketchbook in my own room. Not the greatest idea, but no one was given aftercare instructions for my mind. I plummeted down in heavy drinking, but was given my own apartment, where I wallowed in melancholy and mood issues. The only thing I can take from that time is a man I fell in love with who puts up with it all. He's patient, and in our trials, I want us to have calm communication, but I'm the one who gets hostile and then completely forgets the point we were talking about. Then I will have dragged this on all night for nothing. I'm sad about us not having time together, but I don't make the most of the time we do have together. I'm the one trying to come to a solid conclusion and then don't know where the hell we're at in the conversation. My mom, she's sweet and supportive. She tries her best. She will hand me money to go get groceries, and I think to myself, okay, I'll hang on to this for a long time. I'm not stepping foot in that incandescent busy building unless I have to. Am I malnourished? Let's just say I gain vitamins as necessary. I'd be a total juicer if it was possible for feeling sustained. I try to eat healthy and almost got rid of the microwave, but I have to think ahead where I'm able for most days where I feel like a sloth. So I did change people and places and things like AA suggested. Yeah, now I just have a couple of friends who wouldn't ever understand me. I'm a proud owner of 6 cats. I don't get dressed or leave home much, and I replace many things I used to do with naps. Everything just gives me anxiety, but it's not as bad as the anxiety I had in high school. For a while, I thought door handles could give me AIDS, which is fine, because I was a weirdo before. I can handle this now. Remember that goth kid from school that got sent to rack for bringing razor blades and cutting in class with another girl? Yeah, that was me. So, statistics, if I had a 30% survival rate of a ruptured aneurysm, about a 50-50 fatality risk on the weekend after 9 p.m., you best believe it fucked me up a bit. What is a ruptured aneurysm? Well, it's a protruding bubble collecting and eventually clotting blood that bursts from various things like a traumatic brain injury, which is what I had. How did it form? Well, maybe it's because I pooped wrong my whole life. Maybe it's from my cocaine use. Maybe it's from the night I passed out off a bar stool busting my head open. I don't know. It doesn't matter now, but how do I deal? Nowadays, I just cling to modern acceptable types like the crazy cat lady or just being sober. People understand enough. I don't care to tell much anymore. I used to be very communicative, and I don't like to get deep with many people anymore. And I don't even get out much, but I do dream of it. I may need 30 years of rest and relaxation, but that's cool. You ever see that movie, What About Bob? Yeah, I'm on a vacation from my problems. As many are aware, I used to be a social butterfly. Always went to party and jam music, make a fool of myself and piss people off. And now I'd rather sit at home feeling lonely than deal. I got a whole lot of rewiring I'm working on. But there is good that comes with it all. I'm studying the Bible more, and I'm up to date on all the conspiracy theories. Did you know that about the CIA mind control program they use on celebrities? Or that the ancient Egyptians are fallen angel hybrids? But seriously, I changed people, places, and things like AA suggested to none of those. I thought I would get better than my current state, but I have come to like nesting in my zone. I know that right when I wake up, I'm on about a 8-hour time limit before nap. And that's if I'm drinking coffee. No, I don't have time to cuddle. I have to get my day going. I get words mixed up too now. I'll talk to my cats about something I did for them, like, do you like your tie? I meant tower, but whatever. And I do that with people too, or forget things completely. After my injury, I had already had 10 years of guitar under my belt, and I go into the store to buy strings, and I don't know which strings to ask for. I stuttered to this adolescent that's working there, and they had to make suggestions. It can be frustrating, and you have to keep your pride in check. It's important to not be hard on yourself and laugh about it, and it's also important to grieve if you find it necessary. Or just paint with Bob Ross and listen to metal and pet a cat. I can say this accident has humbled me in a good way, because trust me, I was not going good places on who I was previously. This is the road less traveled, and it has rough patches, a lot of them. But I guess I always wanted to have the best story to tell, and it's a story I almost didn't get to tell. So how about them apples?